he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Miami's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Spins away from the defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Here's the handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first down and once more. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold him. Welcome.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Canes are marching down the field. Handoff to Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold him. Welcome.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. Back to pass. It's Duff. Working that wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses it.
Stumbled to the ground.
I don't think the defense was expecting to run on that play. Second and forever. They were all dropping back into coverage. They got gashed.
The volley cheers going on high. And here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. The give to the left side. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. And the Canes will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not good. That was not what they wanted to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Carney. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds a tight end. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. using the quick game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Finds his tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Hurricanes have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun and handoff to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Duff. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll give it to the back. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup for 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop and show the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a man, it's Duff. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Canes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Able to punt can bail them out. fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Gives it on the option. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be third down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Rushes on him. He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's able to take his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn that on.
Yeah, that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they crowd the quarterback.
Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out. Beautiful job in coverage there. This is going to set up a punt and get them the football back in great field position.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in a nice post-game.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping up the big play. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
They
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit more.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Running back searching for a hole. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking downfield, it's Duff. The screen, and watch out. Breaks into the open. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reddick. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Breaks the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moncrief. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rides the back on the option. The give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hurricanes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Snags it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders right up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. And he takes it in for the score check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here we go. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll cut the lead to 13. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Handoff to the single back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trailing trailing by a couple of scores. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, but they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Miami! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The 50, the 40, the 20. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You could just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's caught. It's Perez. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Canes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up the 1st and goal.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Off-play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
From the gun, the ground game. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Irish send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Duff. It's complete to the right. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Pulls it, fires to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Hurricanes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it to the right. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today, en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense...
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the wideout. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. The give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
On the
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a push on fourth down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Canes are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. Turning it off!
That has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Hurricanes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for space. It's Perez. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
The This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And they're still firing away even with this lead. One last incompletion, and that'll do it.